Prior to surgery, I was taking 2 different medications for diabetes. I stopped one prior to surgery, and then when I came out of surgery, I didn't have diabetes anymore. I haven't taken any of the medications since then. My blood pressure is constantly low. My cholesterol and all those different things associated with that are normal, which is an unusual thing because I've never been normal in anything in regards to my weight. So it's been real exciting in that regard. I was able to notice improvements probably within a week after surgery. Just the fact of losing a few pounds right off the bat, and then it just constantly kept going to where I was losing, and I was able to move more, able to do things more as time went on. My life is tremendously improved. I am able to do things that I was unable to do before. I am able to exercise more than what I used to. There's a multitude of things that have improved in my life completely. I had attended the seminar back in January of 2010, and prior to that I had started an exercise program, and it absolutely was all I could do to walk for 15 minutes on a treadmill. Since that time, I'm averaging 4 to 5 miles every day walking. I'm able to lift weights. I go to the gym regularly to lift weights. The exercise aspect of it has just been a major bonus for me since I'm able to do that now. Having weighed what I did before, I was at 375 pounds, and I've lost 130 since then. So I'm able to move much quicker and much more than what I ever thought about before. My wife and I were talking the other day in the bedroom, and I sat cross-legged on the bed, and I finally realized I sat cross-legged. I haven't done that in, well, I can never remember how long ago that's been. We went on a trip to Vegas a few months ago, and it was absolutely the most thrilling thing to be able to sit in an airplane seat, number one, and have room left over, and did not have to ask for a seatbelt extension. I actually had probably 6 to 8 inches of room left after I hooked the seatbelt up. So needless to say, I was excited all the way out there. Just being able to do the things that I was unable to do before. It's just like discovering things all over again. It's a scary proposition, I will tell you that from the get-go. The idea of changing so much of yourself, not only physically, but having to change yourself mentally is not the easiest process. And there are things that, you know, I still struggle with on a daily basis. But I also know that what I have been through so far, I will be able to make those changes without any doubt. I would strongly urge anyone to research, do a tremendous amount of research to determine what procedure would be the best for you. I don't regret this for a second. Absolutely, if I had to do it all over again, I'd done it a lot earlier than what I did. Because of the way I feel, because of the health, I have gained so much from this, giving me a whole complete new perspective on life. It's just amazing that the changes that I've been able to accomplish.
I was taking around 7 pills for various things every day, and now I'm down to 2. And a lot of the medication being for the acid reflux. And the day I went home from surgery and started drinking the liquids, I noticed I don't have heartburn. So it was almost immediate. It has improved immensely. My self-esteem has gone from nothing to 1,000%. I'm able to do things now that I wasn't able to do before, such as chase my 4-legged kiddos around, keep up with them. It's helped my job. I'm able to do more at work. It's changed a lot. My sleep apnea, I've gone from a 14 setting down to an 8. I still have to have the machine, but I don't have to have near as much pressure as I did. I'm sleeping a lot better. I am able to get on the treadmill and stay there for more than 5 minutes without wheezing to death. My fiance and I went to the movies on January 1st, and I sat down in the seat and went, wow, I'm not touching the sides. It was quite amazing. I'm doing more working out, more exercise. I'm very much active on my Wii. That's a daily routine for me, is doing my Wii Fit. I'm able to, with work, keep track of my customers, keep up with them, lift things that I wasn't able to do before. Just everything is different. I breathe better, I sleep better. Like I said, my self-esteem has gone through the roof. I'm keeping my vanity in check, but I know I look good. I was at 275 pounds pre-surgery, May 18th, and I've lost 103 pounds since then. So everything it's wonderful. I'm glad I did this. Do the research. Not every procedure is for everyone. Go to the support groups, because that was a tremendous help in me deciding on which procedure I wanted to have done. Follow the rules. It's plain and simple. You see the dietitian, you do what the dietitian tells you, do what you're told, and it's a very easy process, and it is the thing I've ever done for me, my health, my life.
Not only do I feel better physically, my self-esteem has just skyrocketed. In the past, whenever I would step off of the scales, I would feel condemned because I had gained another pound. But yet after surgery, almost immediately, it was a celebration every time I stepped off the scales, because I would have lost at least a little bit of weight. By the time I recovered from surgery, I was noticing a change. It was almost immediate. I was lucky, I guess, because I had only taken one medicine prior to my surgery. I had been looking down the road ahead, in the years ahead, and knew that the illnesses that came with being overweight were just around the corner for me. And the reason I chose to have surgery was to avoid those things. I noticed the little things more than anything else. No matter if I'm standing or sitting, I can touch the floor. And that's not a problem. In the past, it was an effort just to bend down to pick up an object off of the floor. Now I can tie my shoes without struggling to get my foot up to me. I can go down to my foot. And that's a big issue. I can walk beside my husband, and he won't have to slow down so that I can keep up with him. All sorts of little things like that have improved. Just those little things that in the past made life a struggle, they're not there anymore. Life is just more enjoyable. I haven't started a whole lot of new activities. I've just regained the ones that I had pulled away from as I gained weight. I'm more active outdoors. I am more active in exercising. I'm not ashamed to be in front of a group of people and have the focus be on me, like when I'm teaching or at church. I don't shy away from the camera anymore. In the past, I preferred to be the one taking the picture so that I would never be in a picture, and now I don't mind. One of the things, the only thing that I've started new is that I've purchased a motorcycle, and I've started riding in the last year. And I would have never done that when I was heavier, because I thought I would look horrible on a motorcycle, and now I don't care. I just have a good time. The fact that it doesn't hurt just to be active. In the past, I would be active for a few hours and I would hurt for days afterwards. Now I'm not tired by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My energy level can keep up as long as I need to do things in the day. I don't walk in the door from work and just have a seat on the couch because I'm exhausted. I can keep going until bedtime. After you do your research and you learn all you can about the different surgeries, you will have read and you will have heard that you need to make a lifestyle change. Don't fear that. Weight loss surgery will compel you to make those changes, and whenever you are ready to commit to the decision you've made, you'll lose the weight and you'll never regret it.
This time last year, I could barely walk to the end of the driveway. I mean, I was taking half-hour naps at work during the day in the break room. You know, everyone knew to come find me if they needed something, because I was taking a nap in there. I mean, it's so wonderful. Christmas last year, I was taking 23 pills a day and 4 injections and I'm at 1 injection and 2 pills now. Yeah, now I have a problem with low blood pressure. I'm not too much of a high blood pressure person anymore. I'm not retaining water anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. That was 2 or 3 pills there. Diabetes, I'm still taking 1 small pill a day for that, so I'm not complaining after having taken 4 shots a day for it before. So come May 1st of this year, if everything goes right, I'm running a half marathon, the Oklahoma City Marathon. Because right now I'm running about 5 or 6 miles a day, 4 days a week, and swimming another 2 days a week. So me and buddies at work are getting together and running a marathon, half marathon together at work, hopefully May 1st. I've refereed soccer since I was 12 years old, high school, done some college and everything. Last November I went out and refereed my first soccer game in about 5 years. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's not a struggle to get up in the morning. My alarm goes off, I'm ready to go. I said I don't take my naps at work anymore. I'm full 8 hours. The guys at work, they don't know which Aaron they liked better. The Aaron that was quiet and slept a half hour, the Aaron that's ornery now. So they don't know which one's better. But I mean, just everything's different. I don't mind doing yard work now. I mean, I used to have to pay someone to do it. I go out there and do it myself now. So you got to pay attention to the rules. That was a mistake I made. Was the first day I could eat solid food after surgery. I went and had just a little piece of steak, and that was the worst thing I could have done. I paid for it for the next 2 days. But you just got to pay attention. Really pay attention to the rules. You won't have any problems.
I went from 27 pills a day down to 7 pills a day. High blood pressure, I was taking about 8 pills a day, and I'm taking 2 a day. My blood pressure is more regulated. I still take pills, but it's a lot better than what it was. Within just a couple of weeks, really, I think. It really, most was, of course, about a month later that it was really improving fast. I like to work and do woodwork, and before I could just be out there in my shop and be out there for just a very few minutes, and I'd be tired and have to come in and sit down. Now my wife has to tell me to come in because I've been out there too long. More active in the activities I've been doing. Being with the VFW, I do a lot more with it. I do a lot more walking. I do a lot more with my family. Play with my grandkids, where before I couldn't do it. I was always out of breath. Couldn't bend over. The only thing I have is, if I had to do over again, I'd have done it about a year earlier. It's the best thing that ever happened. I didn't want to do it because of the surgery, but it's just a change of life. I got literally what people say, having a new lease on life. I got that when I had the surgery.
It is indescribable, the difference in my life. I feel better, I can move better, I have a better personality. It's no comparison for me. I was on diabetes medications, I was on insulin, and I was on the maximum dose of metformin. I was allergic to both of those. I don't take either one of them anymore. Yes, my blood pressure, I don't take anything for blood pressure anymore. I went from 13 pills down to 3, and most of those are my vitamins now, my vitamins and calcium that I take, so a lot. I can bend, I can get down if I fall, if I drop something in the floor, I can bend down and pick it up without falling forward. I can play with my grandchildren. I just am a new person, period. I couldn't walk before, and now I can walk. And exercise a little bit more than what I could. Before I had to hire someone to come help me clean house. I don't have to do that now. I can do it myself. Do it, and do it soon. Don't expect too much the very first few days. Give yourself time, but you will lose and you will feel much, much better.